avocado bread, and I'm gonna give it a go. I might put something else on it. I don't know what would go on avocado and bread. I feel like I should put red pepper on it, but I have nothing. I have no basis of that. It just feels appropriate. It just feels like that might be good. I have no evidence. Who are these two? S? Carl Clover? Alright, there's a very good reason for him to study in Hamon, but it also might be the reason that he didn't study in Hamon. Hamon makes you stop aging. Remember Tom Petty? Remember Lisa Lisa? Joseph gets hella old between part 2 and part 3. If he was training in Hamon, he probably would have looked basically exactly the same. I really like the Joseph redesign. Avocado and... Should I, like, put sriracha on it? Avocado and sriracha? That sounds like it could be really good in a sandwich. If I had, like, turkey, and then, like, you know, maybe lettuce and tomato, and then, like, avocado and sriracha. That sounds like it could be really good, but I don't know about by itself. Salt, pepper, and lemon juice. That might be good. I was just wondering if anyone had any experience with avocado toast. I've seen people put, like, eggs on it. Avocado, toast, egg. That might be worth a go. I fucking love eggs. Carl just makes me nervous. I mean, I think characters like Carl are so cool, but I hate when they're in games I play. Carl's this character with this crazy, crazy high skill ceiling that you could never ever hit. Well, maybe you can hit it. It's like, I'm never gonna get to be a good Carl player. But other people might. And, like, Carl's ceiling is higher than, like, most other characters in this game, from what I can tell. There's more room for you to become an amazing Carl player than, like, an amazing, I don't know. I don't know who has a low ceiling in this game. It's like, this is a character that can only fuck me over. Are there, like, a lot of really good Carl players at the high level? I think he's supposed to be, like, a pretty consistent high tier, right? Eggs are not chicken fetuses, I'll have you know. Is there an ingredient in this world better than eggs? Eggs are like the ultimate cooking thing. I made bacon pretty recently. Eggs are chicken periods. You can do anything with eggs, dude. Bacon's tasty, but what can you do with bacon? You can just cook it and then put it in something. That's it. It's over. And it will never not be bacon. Eggs can stop being eggs if you fucking... if you put them in the right shit. I want to remind everyone right now that Kakyoin was the only person who knew who Death 13 was, and then Kakyoin died before he could tell anyone. Spoiler alert, Jojo Part 3. No one will ever know who the fuck Death 13 is. Kind of unhyped that we got the stats for the world, and it's literally the same as the stats for Star Platinum, except worse. We got that before the fight even ended. Kakyoin is retrospectively an extremely strange guy. This random loner, wealthy, fucking Japanese guy, Japanese high schooler, who's also ripped to shit. Just fucking, he likes MILF, so he goes on an adventure to Egypt. Doesn't tell his parents. Abdul beat Polnareff. Polnareff beats several characters. We don't get a good indication of Abdul's like power level. He's not used almost at all. He's mostly used as an exposition machine because he actually knows like tarot. Part 5 had some of the best enemy stands. I'm excited for that. Dude, I love Part 5, but if there's one thing I just cannot stand, it's the inconsistent powers of stands. Of like the hero stands. Aerosmith was pretty much like consistent. Or rather, we got like more of what its powers actually did, like the more we saw it. But like it didn't like override or anything. Gold Experience was shit. Gold Experience turning stuff into animals was perfect. That was fine. And I'll let him have it that it healed. I'm okay with those. All the other shit Gold Experience did was retarded. Ice Part 5 guy. Is that White Album? Moody Blues was actually super tight. There were like almost every stand in Part 5 was combat oriented, compared to like Part 4 and Part 7 and 8, where there are a lot of stands that aren't combat oriented. Almost none of them are combat oriented. It was cool to see like every single like straight up war stand. Dude, how did they know what like Notorious Big Stand was? Did he already have that stand and how did they know it would still exist once he died? I have so many questions. Metallica was a super cool stand. That was my favorite fight in the whole part. Metallica versus King Crimson. Remember the guy who made you run uphill? That was a good fight. That was the guy who got the longest beatdown in the entire Jojo series. Yeah, Karn. Or whatever. Silver Chariot Requiem was really badass, but like I still don't understand what the fuck was going on. I get the part that it's stopping you from taking the arrow. I'll accept the part that it's swapping everyone's brains. I'm okay with all of this. Space Girl was neat. I'm sad that they didn't do more with her because she was one of my favorite stands in the part. But like the entire thing about the light from behind your head or something like that for Chariot Requiem was just like, what the fuck is going on? I like the way they used to split personality too for the final scenes. I like the ending of Part 5 a lot. I especially like the Rolling Stone. I think that Araki was probably a little too bitch to kill Polnareff though. I think he was trying to do it, but he didn't have the balls. Dude, what if you just wrote into like he wrote no fluent in Italian, okay? Into what's his face? Koichi, right? What if he wrote, like, knows the identity of the mass murderer? What if he just wrote that into Koichi? There's, like, no particular reason that wouldn't have worked, I feel. It's possible, I guess, that Rohan just knows Italian. And then he, like, wrote, like, knows Italian into Koichi. And, like, Rohan can only write stuff he knows. No, but I mean, like, Kira. I feel like Rohan could have found Kira. King Crimson can see 10 seconds into the future, and then he can selectively delete parts of that where bad things happen to him, but keep the effects. Bullets heading towards him, it hits him, it goes through him. He deletes the parts where it fucking hits him. It's weird, but I think I get it. I like the idea that Epitaph is Doppio stand. I really like that launching super. So what actually changes with him when he's... Oh, there had to be a kill there. He could have just snatched her, couldn't he? Isn't there a way to, like, you know... Can't you shoot that snake and snatch? Or there's a different snake, isn't there? There's like DP motion plus button. Gives you a snake that snatches. Okay, what can you actually do besides zip around? Like, once you hit someone with that fucking snake, the drive... Is there any, Spencer, where you just, like, pull them over? I know you can pull yourself to them and then hit them, and it's usually a combo. Or it can be a combo, depending on context. I didn't even know Kira was in the live-action movie. From the trailer, it made it look like it was just gonna be what's his face, Angelo, as like the villain of the movie. Dude, actually, the whole part would have just ended if Jonkin Boy won, and by like that I mean the whole series. Because once he got Heaven's Door, he could just write into everyone, "I will always lose at rock paper scissors," and then he could challenge them to rock paper scissors. He could steal stand from like literally anyone. He could just amass every stand in the world if he beat Rohan once. Like, that was that's like the stupidest episode in part 4. Jonkin Boy. It has nothing to do with anything. But I gotta say that that's actually the closest they got to the end of the world scenario in, like, fucking all of part 4. Nothing about Kira. Jonkin Boy could have just fucking... Jonkin Boy could have fucked everything up. Sama has really cool combos. Azama feels jank as hell in my fingers. I got this game on Vita. I play it casually every now and then. Yes, I have a Vita. No, I didn't buy it myself. It just came into my possession as a birthday gift. But I tried to get some, you know, casual video games for it. One of them was Chrono Phantasma. His dash is so short. No running. And his moves all require kind of precise timing in the combos. He's got like a stance and then stance cancels. And when you like grab someone and zip up to them, you have to be really precise about when you hit your button, because whenever you hit the button, it cancels the zip, and you want to get enough upward momentum to get a big combo. He's like hard. A lot of the characters in this game are really hard though. But his combos feel very droppable. You know what I mean? Like there's two different kinds of difficulty. Like Oro is a good example of a character who's pretty difficult on the surface, but his combos aren't super droppable. Like once you know how to do his combos, you're pretty good about it. The actual technical parts are learning the not so tight timing and some of the motions, some of the wacky motions. You got to do real fast super cancels with Oro. Super cancel between 2 hits of a 2-hit move. But then there's like the one-frame link style difficulty where it's like how to actually do it at a base level is super simple, but there's just a very inconsistent component to it. You can learn to do a one-frame link consistently, but good lord, you'll be working at it for a while. You need to do it a lot. Most of the characters in this game seem more like Camp 1. And Hazama seems like Camp 2. His attacks look regular-ass precise. Heaven's Door can definitely make you do things you wouldn't normally be able to do. It's frequently used to throw people across a room. Heaven's Door at one point accelerates Josuke like 60 miles an hour. Or 60 kilometers per hour or whatever. 70. You tell me he can just run that fast? He didn't even, it was like a jump from like standing. Heaven's Door can do some wild shit. I like that bounce combo. Those combos are really cool. She looks simple. She looks like a god hitbox character. It looks like they just tried to give a character like a really nice hitbox and some long duration projectiles. She's got like Sigma style projectiles. Sigma has her style projectiles, where she makes a swipe and then it leaves some projectiles on the screen. But it looks like they were just shooting for like, here's a big sword, here's god hitboxes. Play god hitboxes the character. Whatever Rohan wrote on someone, I can heal my wounds. My own wounds, like instantly. My wounds heal instantly. He's supposed to only really change knowledge and character traits, but too frequently he doesn't. God, it was so fucking good when Rohan first starts reading Hayato, and he starts reading future events. That was so amazing from like a storytelling perspective. All of Part 4's ending was amazing, I feel. I had a really good time with the Groundhog Day. Hayato's a fucking bright kid. He was a literal no one, you know what I mean? Like, he had no relevance to the plot at all. And then he became a borderline main character for like 5 episodes. And I wasn't mad. I was happy. Full health overdrive combos. Hazuma's a lot more of an interesting character to me than Terami, but I'd way rather play Terami. That overhead. That's the one. That's the DP plus drive, I think. He like throws the chain at you and then pulls you around by it. But I don't know if his regular drive can do that. Stray Cat. Tama, technically, is the name of the user. And the stand is Stray Cat. I like it more as like a it was ghetto, but it was like it was ingenious. They were building up to it. It was showing Kira's resourcefulness. It was the kind of guy Kira was to not kill the stray cat because he thought he might be able to use it, and then he's literally shown using it. Hazama and Terami are they're the same person, but they're completely different characters. I'm not even 100% convinced they're the same person. In the lore, Terami, I think, got killed, and then he was like brought back to life or something, and he hid his identity as Hazama. He's undercover. No one knows he's resurrected. There was a plot twist in like Calamity Trigger. In like the first game, Hazama was like a good guy, and then it's like spoilers in Endgame if you actually play through the story mode. Hazama is actually one of the 6 heroes, and 2, a resurrected fucking villain. Factual. He was like the boss of the null guys. NOL. I don't remember who was actually playable of NOL in Calamity Trigger. Jin was, and what's her face? Noel. But I don't remember if anyone else was. I think what's her face? Tsubaki was added later, and then Makoto later still. I think they were already present. They just weren't playable. That was a cool combo. Damn, that damage from that one super. She took a chunk there. This is pretty cool. I'm gonna find some other footage. This game is good, but whoa. I want to do some digging. So I might watch later. There. What is this cool footage? SF5 after launch? You mean like the early months? Like the first month, first couple months? It's weird looking at that footage now because everyone has a completely different opinion about everything. Whoa, what's up? Thank you. Like, there are so many people who bitch so much about like Ryu being bad. But do you remember when Ryu was considered like number 2 in the game? That feels like that was never true. You know what I mean? People are so like in love with the idea that Ryu is like a shit character in Street Fighter 5, or like he can't be salvaged or shit like that. I've heard that a lot. It's like Ryu can't be a good character in the game's engine. It's like, hello? You play Season 1? I think I was supposed to combo that grenade. The light kick was really good. The invincible DP was not a huge factor, but it sucked that he lost it. Right? Why was Ryu even good? Remember when Chun-Li was number 1? Everyone remembers Chun-Li being number 1 for a while, but no one remembers Ryu being like number 2. Or like Nash being good. Remember Nash being good? That was like a fairly common opinion. It was like Nash as well. It was like Season 1 Nash, Season 1 Ryu, Season 1 Chun-Li. And there might have been like another character, but those were like, I feel like that was the top 3 almost all the time. Nikali, I don't think was ever considered to be that strong in Season 1. No, he was. I don't know about top 3. But I seem to recall he was considered to be a very consistent tournament-friendly character. Oh, his shots all hit before they could go up. Guile wasn't thought to be that strong. Or rather, like, most people didn't have an opinion on Guile, would be more accurate. No one really had a strong opinion on Guile until Season 2. I was out there, like, hey, Guile's, like, secret top tier. I remember saying that. No one usually disagreed, but, like, you know, it wasn't a common sentiment by any means. Mika was probably one of the most nerfed characters. Look at that. Yeah, I like the chicken guarding. If you ever hit a button and see that you're being armored, if you're really, really fast about it, you can cancel 2 throw. If you're close. He could have done it from that crouch jab. You can cancel the throws on people armoring you. It's really cool. Somewhat impractical. Well, it's practical. It's just, you know, you have to be on your game. You have to be scoping for it. And, you know, that's only better than just chaining to a fierce because it's faster. But technically speaking, you can chain to a fierce as well. He didn't... I'm surprised he didn't just run into a level 3 on that ice. There we go. He, like, froze her, and then it looked like he was caught off guard. He had time to get a level 3 even if she shook. She can't wall bounce. She has to be cornered to wall bounce. And also they nerfed some of her buttons. Crouch Fierce used to be selectively safe, or even, I think, slight pluses. Like if you got a really spaced Crouch Fierce, it was like +1 or +2 or something. And now it's always minus, even if you hit on the last active frame. And if you hit from closer than the last active frame, it's like unsafe. She got a lot of general nerfs, to be honest. Kareen literally has like not had a significant change at all, and appropriately hasn't had a significant tier shift at all. Looks like it worked. Ooh, it's like a weird OS. Do the dive and then the lightning bolt tracks whoever the incoming character is while the dive punishes the regular character. I mean the previous character. It's like an accidental, or maybe not accidental, but like weirdly successful OS. I think he actually had to jump out of that. That super's real slow now, but he was being locked down by the projectile during the freeze. Surprised he didn't counter tag. He could have tagged the Save Winter Soldier there. He's not like Soul. Soul's the only reason you wouldn't do that. You got Dante. Laura snuck her way to high tier. It was like 2.5 once people were like, Laura's like amazing. I think Rog it took a little minute too. Urian for sure. I got a shout out. When did this come out? 6 months. 6 months ago I got a shout out. Nice throw punish. Throw punish is a good way out there. People thought Urian was way better than he was at the beginning of Season 2. Or maybe not that he was way better than he was. That's not entirely correct. People thought that Urian was good, but he was going to be amazing after like a little bit of development. People thought that Urian wasn't current. Like people thought that Urian was like the top tier once any sort of research was done. They were like, Urian's already strong in Season 1 by the Urian players. He's getting buffed in Season 2. Like Urian will be the character that will own everyone in a few months. That was like people's opinion on Urian. But people at the moment of Season 2, they were like, Urian's going to be a top tier. They weren't saying Urian is a top tier. And then, like, I don't know, not enough people did the research. Urian did pretty well. Is doing pretty well. He doesn't have that many players. But he's certainly not a bad character. If that was bounced back, he might have been able to combo out of it. I think Urian probably is, like... I don't know. I don't know if he's like that good. I don't even know. I'd say top 10. I'm like on the cusp. I could buy that he's top 5. I could even buy that he's top 3. But if I were guessing his tier, like practically speaking, based on what I've seen and what I know about him, he's probably like mid. But I don't know. It's weird. He's got like a lot of tech compared to most characters. He's got a lot of room for tech. And of course, the tech we do know about, like, there's quite a lot of. I wonder if there's something Dante could have woken up with. He should have... No. No, what he did was smart. I don't even think there's a way for him to kill Dante there. Maybe mid is harsh. I don't know. There aren't that many characters. Being top 10 is, like, not so hard, I guess. He could be top 10. There's a lot of characters I put in top 10. I guess I put Urian in top 10. Urian's more deserving than most of the characters in the game. I don't know if I'd call him top 5, though. But I wouldn't be surprised if he was, like, top 3. Like, if 5 years from now, if the game received no more balance changes, and I found out that 5 years from now Urian was considered number 1, I wouldn't be that surprised. Bison seems scary. Bison's one of the scariest looking characters. I'm not super afraid of Abigail, but I feel like Abigail will be like the new Zangief. He'll probably be like low-key really good. But I don't know if there'll be that many Abigail players. It takes a certain kind of person to play Abigail, I feel. I feel like you can't just be an Abigail player. I'm pretty sure I've seen low-tier God use low-tiers. In Street Fighter 4 anyway, for sure. Colleen is going to be good. I'm no doubt, literally no doubt in my mind. What I've seen from Colleen actually looks mad good. I'm a little scared of Chun-Li, to be honest. Kind of like Chun-Li's changes. Every somersault move is always plus if you block it. Yeah, it doesn't have an anti-air hitbox, I think. Like, you can just neutral jump and then you get a jump and punish. But that's really hard to do on reaction. It's, like, pretty fast. If you're, like, reset into it, you've got to respect it. But, you know, in neutral, I don't think it's that good. It's not like it has a super great mix-up with anything either. Yeah, you can just hit it before it hits you, that's true. Again, it depends on the version. If it's the light one, good luck even reacting to it. But, you know, the light one doesn't move Abigail in. Birdie's getting nerfed. I don't know. Birdie's in a weird spot. I feel like the EX Bullhead, the EX Killing Head, whatever it is. EX Command Grab. That's a bigger deal than I think most people would say. But it's not the end of the world for him. But that's like the biggest nerf. So the biggest nerf. What else happened to him? I'm just glad they didn't make his command grab a hit. I feel like EX command grab should probably be a little slower. Not EX command grab, EX hop grab. That's like if they slowed it down like 2 frames, I'd feel better. The thing is that move is already the right speed, but I feel like the game should lag a little less. Input lag. Oh yeah, Bullhorn Reelback. That's shitty for Birdie. That's like a nice thing that Birdie has. It's kind of cheap. I understand why they removed it. It's like out of line with the rest of the game. There's a lot of frame traps that Birdie doesn't have to respect. And that's meterless. So that's not like, you know, other characters can't break out of frame traps meterless like that unless they take giant risks like Colleen's parry. Bullhorn is a giant risk, but, you know, Colleen's parry doesn't even have a fucking hitbox. And his crush counter punishable. Oh, it still works? Is it just worse? If it still works, it's not that bad. This is Jocko, man. This is the guy streaming. This is the guy putting this on YouTube. He's in the tournament top 8. His team is pretty cool. He seems alright at the game. It's hard for me to look at footage and gauge how good people are in this game. Like, really hard. I have no idea how good this guy is. It's a fucking mystery. Bison kept the 3-frame, right? He just lost anything good to do out of it. He's got immediate cancel into light scissor kick, and that's all. So if he needs a 3-frame punish, or just like a prayer interrupt, it's okay. Light Blast doesn't even combo anymore. You can always just do, you know, stand light kick into like a heavy scissor kick or a fucking heavy blast if you want to pray. Yeah, I mean, you can just hit light kick by itself and then do another one. It won't combo, but you know, it'll interrupt whatever the opponent does. That's like what you're gonna see 90% of Bisons do. They're not gonna cancel the light kick. Canceling the light kick only makes sense if you've got V-trigger. Light kick, light scissor kick. I don't even know if Bison can get light scissor kick into V-trigger into anything. Does he get stand light kick at the end of that? Into like blast into whatever? Nemesis' stand block animation is so good. Just stands there. He's not covering himself at all. Nemesis just, like, Nemesis standing is just terrifying. He's so big. I love Nemesis. Okay, I don't like Nemesis right now, though. What's this team? It's like team, like... I was gonna say team Sonic Fox, but really it's like team top tier. But he's running Power Stone. Oh, I more than like Bison V-Trigger 2, it's insane. His V-Trigger 1's really good, but like, I don't know, I'd run V-Trigger 2. Like free, I'd use V-Trigger 2. He got memed by the bike. Ghost Rider can do this, but it's shitty. Ooh, now it's impossible. The skills. Oh, what a shitty Power Stone combo. That should have been free. If there's one thing, I fucked this up too. If there's one thing, if you're gonna pick Power Stone at all, you better be ready for the surge combos because they're piss easy and they're really strong. Everyone's bitching like Akuma got murdered. He didn't get murdered. He's fine. Akuma's like got pretend weaknesses, pretend nerfs. I don't know if Akuma's still like top 5, but I would personally put him as, I don't know, maybe top 5. I still like Akuma. Ibuki lost like fair stuff too. Ibuki might go to being like a high tier character, but I don't think she's going any lower. High seems right. I don't think she's going to stay top, and I don't think she's going like mid or below. I'm not afraid for Ibuki at all. Everyone's acting like those characters got super nerfed. What did Ibuki really lose? She got Kunai Kinaga cancels. That's just quality of life. She got, she lost the reset into left-right 50-50. That sucks, but she's still, like, very intact. Like, she was a good character before that was even being used. That was just icing on the cake for her tier, to be honest. You've got good enders way beyond those. Oh, she lost, plus EX Kunai. That's kind of a big deal. That's, like, the biggest deal of all her changes. but it's not the end of the world. Oh, you can't armor. If you die, you die. It's not Street Fighter 5. If the attack would kill you. Oh, he ran into the mine. Oh, this should kill. 25 health sucks, but it's, you know, it's not gonna be a deal breaker in most matches, but it does suck. That was a good tag. That's a big change. Well, it's not a big change because 25 HP is like the smallest possible like HP shift. But like HP does matter quite a lot. It's just 25 HP doesn't matter a whole lot, but HP is like a big deal. Having your HP change sucks, or it rules depending on which direction it goes. That was not a punish. Get out. There's no way there's a punish on hit. I don't believe. He missed the ender with rocket. I shouldn't say the ender. He missed the whole damn combo. Just let the opponent land if you land power surge, dude. Just let him land. People just hate defensive play. People bitch about Fung because they hate having to fight a defensive opponent. It depends. People also hate blocking. It's not so bad anymore because it got nerfed, but people used to hate blocking hard kick too, and I guess they still hate blocking the coward crouch. Fong has like a M Bison style, like make you block plus frame attacks over and over, but it's really not so bad because unlike M Bison, Fong's frame traps do like no damage, and also you know, you got nothing after a throw. Definitely people not knowing the matchup is probably the lion's share of it. It's like the most important thing. Yeah, I mean, it's stupid, but that's actually it, Dr. S. That's actually like what's all going on with the whole game. Street Fighter 5 is the way it is because it's what people wanted. I can't believe he jumped. I was stuck to the ground like glue. People bitch a lot about nice. I don't even know if that was a nice surge. Literally every part of Street Fighter 5 is something people asked for. It's just that people didn't know what to ask for. A lot of things that were fixed that were not problems. I've actually got a whole video about that. I haven't made it yet, but I've scripted it. It's actually probably it's probably going to be one of the most popular videos I make for a while. But I'm probably not actually going to make it for ages, unless I make it in the next 2 days, which I could. Good lord, you can't escape the corner. Oh, it fell out. Now he has to deal with this 50-50. And he ate it. That's okay, really. He loses like a quarter of a storm for that, which kind of sucks. Oh, good jump. I don't like the... He had a punish, I think. The storm was wrong. He should punish then stormed. What could I call it to get some nice clickbait name? Did SF5 fix anything? People would hella click on that. They would get all kinds of clicks. Don't tell me that not. Don't tell me anyone here would not click on that. Got both. This is gonna be an ass ton of damage. Monster Hunter combos keep both characters. Oh my god. We wanted is a bit strong. It's the game we asked for. Kind of like that Power Stone. You can't get a huge combo on a character who's about to, like, you know, be pulled away from the stage. Power Stone does quite good damage for one hit. They could win, they just had to make the same game again, and they would catch flack for it, but people wouldn't care that much. They could lose a little bit, but they'd still get good sales. Oh, it fell out. He didn't have a mix-up. I don't even know if Hawkeye has a mix-up. Hawkeye's really good at stopping you from approaching, but he's not so good at... Oh, this is going to be the long come-in. No, it wasn't. Maybe the storm just ended. Ghost Rider who? What's the team you're looking at? Is it the Jacko main team? Nemesis Ghost Rider? Time Stone? Tank team. I'm like kind of thinking about putting together a Time Stone team, but I need to make an assessment on who's really good in Time Stone that I like to play. Every change in Street Fighter V actually is changes. Like there's a lot of changes mechanically. It's mostly the same game as Street Fighter 4, but almost every mechanical change is something people asked for. They definitely tried to improve. I've got a list. I've got a literal list. I could open it up for you. I've got a list of every single thing that was considered to be an issue by the fans about Street Fighter 4. And stuff that Street Fighter 5 did to try and change that. Because it tried to change literally almost everything that people complain about. One frame links in an online environment, an invisible stun bar, large attacks that do like a no damage, one touch comeback mechanics, or like one big hit prayer comeback mechanics. Anyone. People who played Street Fighter. Who else? I'll go with time, and I'll maybe go with resources too. They probably didn't have either of those. That's correct. Well, they certainly tried. Oh, it was such an easy combo to kill. I'm out there grinding it on fighting games I like. I just like competing, to be honest. I'll play like any game. I like never turn down a challenge if I have the game and know how to play it. I mean, hardcore player doesn't mean... Hardcore player wasn't necessarily the only category they were trying to help. But most people didn't. I feel like that was a fairly common sentiment, that people didn't like trying to hit one frame links in an online environment. Because don't forget, like, the way that ultras and one frame links work... that was nice. He like ended up getting both characters to that combo. Street Fighter 4 is a game where you're going for a link on a grounded opponent. which means if you drop the link, the opponent recovers instantly. And not only that, but it's a game where every single character has like an invincible attack that like blows through every single other attack in the game that does like half your health and damage. Okay? Like if you're going for like low strong, I don't know, hold on, let me think of like a one frame link. If you're able and you're going for step kick into stand fierce, let's say evil Ryu. If you're evil Ryu and you're going for stomp, like half circle forward, medium kick, okay, medium stomp, into crouch strong, that's a one frame link. And if you drop it and the opponent's mashing an ultra, you whiff your low strong as their ultra hits you for half your health. And that's a one frame link in an online environment, and you're a low health character. And it's not uncommon for people to mash there. Those two systems, I feel like those two systems just aren't working together. Like the universal, hugely powerful, invincible mechanic, plus like one frame links where if the opponent is using an invincible attack, they punish you. That just seems like those two shouldn't go together, you know what I mean? It seems like make minor mistake, like lose shit tons of health. Granted, it's a risk you're taking by doing by mashing an ultra during the opponent's block string. But most people didn't really like that. They didn't need to fix both. Taking out every round ultra was, you know, a solution. And taking out one frame links in general was a solution. I mean, not every... most combos had a more safe one frame combo. I mean, non-one frame combo. But, you know, it's still like... It's still a really stupid risk-reward scenario. I usually went for crouch jabs. I usually blinked it after a certain point. I usually went for the one frame link, but with the OS. The Kara. That's always been my opinion. Speaking as someone who comes from a game, Street Fighter 3 has like virtually no one frame links, but it's certainly difficult. Well, it's not difficult per se. It can be difficult depending on what character you play. It's not like easy. It's not a game where you can't show off and do hard shit. Even though there's like very few one frame links, and the one frame links are very easy compared to Street Fighter 4 one frame links. I mean, if you're Ken, you're gonna be hitting one frame links all the time. But they're not hard one frame links because you've got 12 input pianos. I way prefer focus on juggle compared to focus on grounded links. One situation that Mortal Kombat games have that I really wish Street Fighter had is a situation where you can block, but you can't like do anything else. NetherRealm games have it quite a lot. Well, maybe not a lot. There'll be a situation where you're reeling, and if you get hit, you're like in hit stun, but if you get hit, you're allowed to block. But if you can't do anything. You can block, but you can't do anything. That's a nice state. That's a state that I wish existed in Street Fighter. That was nice. Look at this HP though. That was nice. Use the power stone to dodge to 50-50. This is over. I don't like Dennis for this comeback. What? Oh, oh no! I was gonna say I'm so glad I didn't eat that. 4 was a popular ass game up until people stopped playing it. I think I prefer 4 to 5. Like, I don't know. There's things I love about both. I don't want to choose. Most of why I like 4 over 5 is based on the fact that I know so much more about 4 than 5. Well, I know a lot about 5, but, like, you know. What I know allows me to win a lot easier in 4 than 5. 5, I know a lot of stuff that, like, doesn't help me. 4, I know a lot of stuff that allows me to win. I hate the combos in 4. I love them, but I hate them. I hate doing them, but I love the routes. The routes are really cool. I think the skill gap was higher around 4. There were so many bath cups I lost because I dropped a combo. That's like Elena problems. Elena combos are hard-ish. I didn't really do the harder ones, so I can't complain about that. Elena has hard combos, though. Like, Elena has some of the hardest combos in the game. But I usually did, like, not so hard combos. But, you know, it just sucks if you miss, like, an EX Malus Smash into a fucking follow-up. And then they, like, you eat a reversal, like, DPF ADC Ultra. That just fucks you up. You just take a shit ton of damage. Chun-Li actually had a good amount of combo freedom. And Bison not so much. Jumping to dodge the gimlet. I feel like you couldn't do that in UMBC 3. I saw shit like that work, too. Every now and then I saw someone pull out something really strange like that, and it usually had a really good success rate. Like, you wouldn't usually do it, but every now and then you could just pull out, like, let's say, who's like a really good example here? I don't remember if these would work. Hold on, let me think. Let me think of an example that would actually genuinely work. Let's say Adon. Let's say Adon crouch fierce, FADC, dash in, grab. Crouch fierce FADC works. It doesn't combo to shit. There's nothing you can do after the focus unless it's a red focus. But you know, if you block a crouch fierce, you're probably not thinking about FADC dash and throw. And I saw people do like shit like that, like stuff where there was no ender, but it was just like a surprise value, 100% surprise value, and it would almost always work. It's just a weird avenue for attacking, you know? There's not a good capacity to do that in Street Fighter V. There aren't really ways of doing that like that. The best example I can think of in Street Fighter V is doing a plus frame normal on like post dizzy, and then doing like a throw instead of whatever your link would have been. That's like the only like throw resets that still exist, other than like the natural frame tap like ones. This should work. You can't really sneak in like that anymore. It depends. Certain V-triggers can, but more of like a left-right kind of thing. Obviously, you've got stuff like Balrog, KKB, on let's say EX dash punch KKB and then not do a follow-up and then throw, or like something like that. was a nice back roll. Back roll has invincibility. This should kill, I think. He can do another... Oh, it didn't hit on the way up. I thought it was going to. She can't do anything. She'd already used her Storm. Storm can escape the opponent ending their Storm in the free level 3. You can counter Storm to dodge it if they're not comboing. But he'd already used his, so he was toast. This is a cool team. Team Archer. Does she still power up if she whiffs that super? Seems to. She was glowing when she left. Saying my name. Oh, he drops it. Yeah, they got hitbox. Dante's facing the wrong way. Yeah, that. See that? You can cross the opponent up if they're facing the wrong way. I was like thinking that could happen, and then it did. You gotta be really careful about your combos when the opponent's facing the wrong way. For example, if you do a launcher on a cornered opponent, you might want to neutral jump instead of forward jumping. Normally forward jump is fine, but you can jump through them if they're facing the wrong way. I think that's probably a good use of meter. Dante's gonna get hit. He should have Gimlet. Gimlet was a good play there. Gimlet would have killed Dante. He had the bar. There was no way to prevent it. It was obvious it was going to hit. There was no way to... yeah. Dante could be dead right now. All I have to do is cancel the hard punch into Gimlet. I still like Hawkeye right now, but yeah, it's not near as good as I was thinking. Did that really chip out? I know supers do a lot more chip on an airborne opponent, but shit. Remember when Red Focus cost 4 bars? I think Focus Attacks always should have done even more scaling than they do. And I think that 2 bar EX Focus Attack should have always crumpled. And they didn't need like a 3 bar version of it. That would have made Focus Attacks a lot more universal to exploit. Because Red Focus combos are like everywhere, but they're just usually not worth going for. If they did more scaling, but were, you know, cost a little bit less. And they just always existed. There would be a lot of characters with like 2 bar ultra setups. Bison would be able to do, ooh, very nice reflect. Bison would be able to do like scissor kick, 1 hit into regular focus, into like a scaled ultra 1. And for 2 bars, that's not horrible. That would basically just be like Ryu, you know, DPF ADC Ultra. That actually would have been a really good way of making FADC more universal. And in general, I thought Ultras were a little strong. I like the context of landing like full connect Ultras in a high scale situation. Partial Ultras is a great idea in my opinion. I think those are my favorite Ultras in the game. Ultras where they were very easy to land in a partial context, but very hard to land in a full connect context. That was abandoned in Street Fighter V. There's not a single example of that in Street Fighter V. And ironically, Omega Edition was full of it. Almost every Ultra was a partial connect Ultra in Street Fighter in Omega Edition. It'd be like super easy to land in a partial connect and super hard to land in a full connect. Ultra's like Kami Ultra 1. Oh. Level 3 whiffed. You got both characters, so it's not so bad. You could really do a lot worse. Unblockable. Got a fucking 7 and 8 chance of opening you up every time he does that. I guess technically, if you don't get the first hits of their attacks or whatever, they have partial connect. You're not wrong. The problem is literally everything leads to the full connect. There's no context in which they can only get partial connect. It would actually be a pretty cool change to Street Fighter V. if they made supers do more damage in a raw connect. But it would definitely be unbalanced. They would need to do a lot of stuff to justify that. Because there are some supers that are very easy to use raw, and some that are very hard. What if supers only cost 2 bars, but they did that? They made it so, like, cancel out the super wasn't very strong. That'd be interesting. And there's 3 bars at the bottom, but you only need 2 to do a super. That'd be interesting. One of people's big beefs in Street Fighter 4 with supers was that you never saw them because meter was too precious. The solution with that in Street Fighter 5 was to make them cost less meter. That's a subtle little change. Most people, that change slipped under the radar. 3 bar supers versus 4 bar supers is a big deal. I might make this video today, because I've got a lot to say. It's going to end up being like 20 minutes long. People still don't do supers that often. Supers are about as strong as they should be right now. There's no necessary change to supers. Maybe it's like a character by character thing. You see Vega super all the fucking time. Well, Vega has good EX too. No, I say that. You got both too. If anything, supers are better than EXs in terms of damage return for meter spent, which is kind of surprising. A single super combo will add more damage to a B&B than 3 EX combos will for almost the whole cast. But of course, you know, having all 3 bars at once and deciding to spend them all is already enough to make it, you know, you spend 1 bar, you'll get it back. You spend 3 bars, it'll take a while before you're back in there. Yeah, I like that. I like the way they did the chip kill scenario. That's one of the things on my list. People didn't like checkmate scenarios in Street Fighter 4. Scenarios where it's just like, well, Ryu got me to chip health and I'm knocked over, so he can just do meaty EXDP and it will beat everything my character does. And then, like, if you're Akuma, you could just teleport away, but sorry, you were playing fucking Blanca, so EXDP just beat your entire wake up. Got both. Why is it so easy to just pick Blanca whenever you need an example of a low tier? It's like he's got every quality of a low tier in one character. Oh shit. Alright, he got the dash cancel. He should have dashed away, maybe. Shame. If more people complained about Blanca being low tier, he would have shot up. He would have been fixed. But Blanca got like nerfed again and again and again. Or like very, very tiny buffs. Certain characters, when they got nerfed, people bitch so much those characters like, you know, got buffed back immediately. And other characters got nerfed so much. Or other characters, Capcom was clearly afraid to nerf them because they were fan favorites. E.g. Kami. They were very clearly afraid to really truly nerf Kami. Who's one of the most popular characters in the game, in terms of both play and, you know, visual. What we got here? Ghost Rider combos. Let's see what Ghost Rider can do. Let's see what kind of character this guy is. Ghost Rider actually has some... Everyone does like the most baby routes, and I understand why they do. But it's just kind of surprising that he has as many routes as he does. This is the baby route that I was talking about. This is the absolute most baby route that Ghost Rider has. It does pretty good damage, actually. I've never actually seen like the damage of that in training mode. 4K. That's really not bad. I like that one. That one's tag friendly. Used his OT. No, he didn't. Because he hit him while he was just getting knocked over. I don't really like crouch light kick double stand hard punch as a confirm. That sounds really bad. Can you duck like one or both hits of stand hard punch? I don't remember which one it is. You don't confirm that enough. I really don't like that as a confirm. What are his duckable normals? That's a good example of a route you don't see that often. These combos do more damage than I realized. I always feel like Ghost Rider does like no damage. Not no, but like it feels like 3K combos. But these are regular ass combos. No, spending a bar to barely hit 5K is not that strong. I didn't realize he had a combo there. That's cool. Didn't try for it there. Maybe it wasn't available there. I like that move. None of his supers are very powerful. The bike super's not bad, and the punch super isn't bad either. They're both good supers. But it's like, if you want to increase your damage, it's hard. You don't add that much damage by doing a super with Ghost Rider. A lot of characters can get like an extra 2K by doing a super combo. Ghost Rider gets like 1K. Goes from like 4.5. It's like he goes from like 4.3 to like 5.5. That's not very good. They're still super good supers. Yeah, they're really good for setups. That's an observation. I'm not trying to say he's bad. Two-bar solo stuff is always really cool. That really didn't do that much though. That did as much as some of the one-bar combos he was doing earlier. Is that just jump hard punch all along? I always thought that was jump down hard punch. Any human would tag there. That was like not a setup per se. He's just showing the combos out of Spirit of Vengeance though. Oh, that was it, huh? It's a pretty short video. There's nothing wrong with that, but it felt like a normie combo video, if you know what I mean. All the combos seem pretty good. I don't know if they were truly optimal, because I don't know anything about Ghost Rider. But it was short. It was, that didn't look like fat damage. That didn't look like fat damage at all. My Iron Man damage was a lot higher than that. Iron Man's damage is okay. I've seen Chun-Li combos that are a lot stronger than that. Yeah, for full screen, I'll give you for full screen. He has a niche that doesn't exist elsewhere. Go both. There's something about that combo video. I don't know. I got little wisps of impracticality. Showing the Spirit of Vengeance like armor combos. I mean, that's useful, don't get me wrong. There's something about the setup, or like the, what was it? The starters for his combos. The low leg kick. I don't know if it actually was so, but I just felt looking at it. Like maybe this is not. Maybe it would be a tiny variation of this you would actually be doing in a real match. Maybe it would be jab jab. Maybe it would be jab low short. They didn't really cover, I don't know. They were good combos. Didn't really combo what I would call... It comboed a specialty of Ghost Rider, which was the ability to combo full screen. And then it just showed us his regular combos. But I guess I was expecting like jump back, hard punch into like dash stuff. Or like something like that. More starters is what I was expecting. Not to knock that combo video, it was fine. It's an A-OK video. I'm trying to make it, it almost sounds like I'm trying to make it sound like it sucked. It was a good video. But, you know, what moves lead to a combo? We only saw, like, normal starters. I guess it was advertising being solo, so maybe he can't do that much out of, like, non-solo stuff. Because I know, like, you know, you can get easy tag combos out of, like, his little projectile where he flicks fire at you. But I don't know if he has anything solo out of that. That fell out. So solo is just like a, you know... Solo is super, super good to know. But if I was doing a B&B video for this game, if it was me, I would show off some stuff that, like, any other character can tag into. Pick up combos. I don't know, you're probably going to be like, well, Beth, like, you can technically combo out of every attack in the game using a tag. And that's true, but, you know, the practical ones. Some way to fish with one character, see a hit, use a tag, and then pick up a combo. And Ghost Rider has a lot of those. Nice overhead. That's actually one of Ghost Rider's specialties, is that he can fish really easily. Ghost Rider is very tag friendly with most of his attacks. Flight mode into down dash is the God mix-up. Oh, he did the manual level 3. Oh, it didn't work. Oh no. I was gonna say, he selectively chose not to do the free level 3 in his combo to do an air combo. And I was like, that level 3 would have been nice. And then he did the manual level 3. I was like, oh, never mind. What he did was smart. And then it whiffed. He had more hit stun than he realized he did, probably because he was comboing out of a hard punch dragon. Reality dragon. Ah. I thought he had a normal that was duckable. Maybe it's range dependent, or maybe it's character dependent. Are you testing it now? Who are you testing it on? I feel like I've ducked under some normals. One of his hard punches. Ryu. Is it crouching Ryu? It's gotta be if you're testing ducking. Ryu's pretty small. Or Ryu's like the normal size, rather. I don't play anyone really small. I don't think I play anyone smaller than Ryu. Maybe I did just duck under. I might have been. Chun might have a tiny crouch. It could have been a Chun-Li thing. I don't know if Chun-Li is small when crouching or not. I wouldn't be surprised though. The only two I know for sure actually have low profile crouches are Arthur and Rocket. Most of the other crouches are, I don't know if there's a universal size. I imagine there isn't, but I don't know. Did you know that crouching Abigail is the same size as standing Ryu? Like, almost to the pixel. Check out! There, you got it. That was close. Yeah, that's the, I mean, yeah, that's the whole point. Second hit hard punch recoils in instead of out. Yeah, bad on block, good on hit. It depends on what you cancel into though. I think you can always cancel into flick, right? Little projectile flick. Pretty sure that's safe. I don't know what's safe and what's unsafe on Ghost Rider. He definitely has some unsafe special moves I know what to punish, so. I feel like your character that you're tagging from should do more than just get them in. Oh, he dropped it. You gotta pick them up before they hit the ground there, I think. I'm not sure of that. Might depend on whether you've used your OTG. That almost looked like he was trying to go for a reset, but accidentally got a combo. He looked like he tried to set up a hard to blockable, but Winter Soldier never fell out. And then it looked like he was kind of alarmed once it comboed. He didn't complete. That shit is so cheap. Jump back, air dash, down towards light kick. Ultron's cool, I'm not even complaining. This should be unsafe. Right now. Why'd you just block the whole thing? Oh my god, choke artistry. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him right now, level 3. There we go. Right on time. Reality Storm is not so dangerous at endgame. It's bad. You need to play careful. He's doing way too much stuff. Dante's gonna have a hard time tagging out. Oh, lucky block. There, he got it. Oh, he died. No. Didn't get it. Watch out for that light kick. You can tell he's trying to watch out. God, I like this. Oh, I really like this for Gamora all of a sudden. It was so obvious. Oh no. Oh no. This is unsafe. Nice pickup. That was important. Oh my god. Okay. He didn't go to a super. I don't know what the hell his route was. It looked like he had no route, but maybe that in itself was a mistake. Maybe he had a route that would have led to something sensible like a super ender, and he just didn't do it. Who can blame him? I don't know fucking Gamora's routes. They looked really strange. I like the drone calling. If any of those drones hit, he just wins. The ground pound ones. Thor is a pretty scary big body in my opinion. That could have been a kill combo. That range he's hanging at, Gamora actually looks like she has a crazy hard time hanging around there. Can I just jump? and do like straight shield shots, shield throws, and just hang around like that. I don't really have a better thing to do. I don't have a better way of hanging around up there. Strider can like jump up there and Graham, but he can't really do anything else. Maybe like jump like around that range and like Graham. You mean this game in general? Don't know how MBCI works. Break will pick up. Wow. Jackman's combos. This game makes a lot of sense when you play it a little bit. Even it makes a lot of sense even if you just watch it a while. But it's really wild if you've never really paid attention to it before. It looks very hectic. There's only two characters on screen ever that are actually being controlled. Rare exception, Soulstorm. Is missile just safe? I'm pretty sure it's safe. You can definitely interrupt it. It's not a free cancel. Time is really unique. I want to be a time player. I just hate the time surge. Power surge is way too good. It raises your damage on every combo. You really have to pay attention to two characters. Well, I don't know. With assists, you always have to pay attention to another character. It's just that in this game, the other character can be doing literally anything. The possibility the opponent can tag is really hard to wrap your head around. The opponent can just be at a radically different place at any moment. Like that. That was a good tag. Is that true? That was a good jump. Sigma really blocked that whole thing. I don't blame him. Wow, sneaky. I've known you could do stuff like that, but I didn't think you could get into the corner like that. Will time always cross into the corner, even if the opponent's like holding to the right? Because that's kind of good, if so. That's actually like a good use of the time surge. If you have supers that have breaks. If there's a super with no breaks, then it doesn't matter. The opponent will just be an auto guard. In order for auto guard to be pierced, you need to hit them with a low or an overhead. Doesn't matter which. Or they need to not be in block stun already. That was a really, really bad level 3. It was most certainly accidental. Super should kill here. Tag into super? Huh? He still had another tag and another super. He could have just tagged into Sigma and just shot the fireball. I think the combos you have to do with Ghost Rider to preserve two characters are kind of whack. It seems like a lot of his special moves and like combo routes only pick up one. That's something you have to be very aware of in this game. It's subtle. It's really subtle. Combos that work on two characters. If you see yourself hitting two characters, it can be situationally very good to try and do a combo that will continue to hit both of them. I played a lot of MVC 1. I never played like any other. Well, I played Marvel Superheroes, War of the Gems. Those are like the two games I actually played. And no, I didn't play them competitively at all. Well, I did play MVC 1 against humans and try and win. Did not try and hit a button. I respect that. No need to do anything. No need to rush. Don't fuck around with Nemesis. Solo Nemesis needs to hit you like 100 times. Okay, maybe not 100. That combo ended way prematurely. I don't really like supering here. Yeah, that's how I would have ended. That was perfect. It wasn't just me versus comms is what I'm trying to say. I was competing, in a sense, but not with people who knew fighting games. So was it really competing? It's like if you used to play like Smash Melee with your friends in like 2002, and then you see like, you know, fucking Smash Melee now on like fucking tournament streams. Would you really say that you were playing Smash Melee? They're playing a different game than you were. If you were a casual back then. That's how I feel when I see Smash Melee. Like, I played the game. But did I play it competitively? No. Even if I was fighting humans and I was trying to win, I wasn't competitive. I didn't know what competitive was. I mean, from what I've seen of like combo videos and stuff, games like X-Men vs Street Fighter look extremely jank. I've seen some wacky fucking infinites. When I see X-Men vs Street Fighter, it looks nasty. Marvel Superheroes vs Street Fighter looks also nasty, actually. Oh, that was bad. He's Soulstorm. He's still alive. Ooh, that was a punish. Hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him. Yeah, he can't turn around. Very nice. That was a dead Sigma. That's 2 dead Sigmas right there. Sigma could have double that health and still die. I really don't like... Whoa. No, I probably will not play Dragon Ball Fighters. I really don't like 2 characters with level 3 grabs, to be honest. I don't like that at all. 1 character with a grab level 3 is fine, but I really don't like 2. I really feel like you should be able to choose during your storm which one you want. Spencer, Nemesis, what's Frank's level 3? Frank's level 3 isn't a grab, is it? Hager. Who are the grab level 3 characters? Okay, Frank is a grab. What about Thor? Is Thor's a grab or not? I think Thor's isn't, right? Thor's got like a level 1 grab but not a level 3 grab. That's pretty nice if it's a non-level 3. I mean a non-grab. Nice parry. I think that here's my tier list of having grabs versus non-grab level 3s. If you're out there having a storm, like this right now. Whoa, he changed his way to the correct direction. If you're out there doing a storm, it's better to have a grab and a hit super. And then only hit supers and then only grab supers. That is my tier list of preference. You want one of your 2 characters to have a grab super. Or rather, you don't necessarily want it, because that limits your character options a lot. But, you know, in terms of just that, in a vacuum, having a grab super is a nice option. But the ability to swap characters into someone who's not, you know, the grab super is a nice option. Being unable to get storm combos into a level 3 is really shitty. The grabs are nice, but like it'd be nice to have that freedom. To actually use your free level 3 in a combo. I particularly don't like time. The whole point of time is that the combo routes are really easy and good. I mean, the whole point of time is canceling, you know, to get like really good neutral through repeated cancels. The way that Jocko Man uses time, it makes me really surprised he even picks it, because it looks like he could use almost any other stone and get more mileage out of it. Look at that, that's cute. See that? That's so telegraphed. And that's like that's all he can do to use his free level 3. That's his only way of truly using his free level 3. Is like going for resets into level 3. And it's super clear when he's going to do it. He's going to do it before his fucking stone runs out. Yeah, just wait patiently. Don't do a thing. Oh, you did a thing. Don't do a thing. Wait it out. There you go. Now you've got a tag. The tag is astronomically more useful than, is that gonna work? Yeah, it did. Alright, nice. Very good. Very good super. I was afraid he was gonna get armored, but nope. That was a nice jump. I like that chicken block right there. Very skillful chicken block. Dodged the grab, didn't take any risk. Uh-oh. The bump hit. That, like, theoretically has a mix-up. He hasn't had a payoff yet. I think that super is a true block string unless you, like, have a hit whiff. Huh? He was airborne? Look good to me. Got both. Yeah, he did a route that kept both characters. That can give your opponent extra stone meter, which can be bad, since they're taking damage on a character who's just going to then heal it. However, that's not a factor in Soul, against Soul. Giving the opponent extra Soul meter doesn't matter because chances are they're going to only activate once they've got a full bar, since they're going to have a full bar by the time a character dies, no matter what. They're going to do a lot. I don't even know that was worth it to kill a character and then take that much damage. Alright, no, it definitely wasn't. Jocko's done. Guess Dreader can't do this. Oh, that is a cool team. Only heroes run teams like that. Cap Ryu, DP Super. I've like never actually done that in a match. Is that the way? That might be the way. Cap Ryu sounds like, I don't know. How do you open people up? Cap already has a stiff mix-up. It's more of a conversion character. And Ryu is... He's got like the conversions of a mix-up character. Not even a mix-up character. He's got bad conversions and bad mix-ups. His conversions are okay. Damage-wise, they do good damage. Dude, how is there not a throw? This is like almost a team I would pick. Ryu does have an overhead. It just sucks for that to be like the crux of your entire like mix-up. Is Ryu's overhead. It's like, oh, that's all I got. Ryu's overhead is good even, but you know, I don't know if that's enough. It's not even a good overhead. It's just good that he has an overhead. Saying it's good is a bit strong. It's okay. It's not bad. You'll use it. That's a nice DP. Oh, good pickup. Yeah. Yeah! That was pretty cool. Did good damage, too. Whoa. That was a punish, I think. Oh, that might have been a punish back. What a strange world we live in. That's a dead cap. Losing a character on a team like this sucks. Like, what's Ryu gonna do? What's Ryu's plan right now? That's Ryu's plan. How'd this guy get this far in this tournament? Maybe we're not far at all. I don't know. This is the guy who just beat Jojo, so clearly this Ryu must have beaten someone at some point in order to be here. Why would you do that? Just wait. Just feeling confident because there's only Ryu left. That wasn't even a combo. That was red. This just isn't happening. Sorry, Ryu. Let me see 8th or B and B. I've seen variations of this combo. That did a butt ton. That was 5k before the super. I know Thor is all about that high damage. I don't care anymore. It's not even a long video, I just don't care. I care a little bit. I was caught up in this guy and his... I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like this guy's running a shittier version of what I'm doing. Yeah, that's A+ gimmick. He dropped the Power Stone and then just did another one. I respect that. Oh. Yeah, double jump. Here's a dash up thing here. He went for tag, that's smarter. No double jump again. It's free damage. Just do it. This guy's doing cap combos and he's not double jumping. Oh, that was cool. I like can do those, but I'm not very consistent with it, so I never do. I hate to drop combos in matches. I always go for baby combos. Oh my god, Thanos can't find Ryu. Why is everything suddenly working? Oh, punish. What is this? What's he doing? He's like, I feel like mash and jab for a little bit. No, I don't feel like moving or blocking. I saw us mashing really badly. Was that a tag? I mean, a taunt. That looked like a taunt. Never seen Thanos do that. That's like a pretend mix-up. Let me Hadouken and then fail to make it to you in time. Power Stone there was good. After the air shield throw. That would have led to a full combo. What he did had no ender. Yeah, if you've got an attack with long active frames, you can use it to cover someone tagging in, but you're really better off just waiting and doing nothing and then throwing the character tagging in. It's less rewarding, but it's so much more consistent. He had no super, so he had to save that with a tag. There was no threat of super. He does the ender, where that like OTG hits even if he doesn't have the OTG. He could have killed Cap, I think, but I don't know how. But I'm pretty sure he could have. Nice. Ignore all those projectiles. You can do so much better. Obviously his combo fell out, but I don't know why the fuck you would burn the bar that fast. That was just not the way. That was nice. He was like, I'm just gonna cash out now. Bruh, at the very least jump in Power Stone. It was a good cap tag, I thought, but he got hit by the cross-up attack. How'd that work? This replay, or he figured some shit out? I don't know. He looked so bad the first match. Now he's looking okay. I still don't like the team, though. I would like hold down back fairly confidently against this team. That was good. Oh, he got Cap saved Ryu, or I don't know. Maybe the range, the height was what saved Ryu. Yeah, I agree. I usually block that now, but every now and then I get opened up by it. If it's like a really weird one, if there's a lot of tagging happening very quickly. The one that I really hate is Dante coming down from the sky into tag. That one actually gets me a lot. Dante, like, air gunshot, like, fucking whatever it's called, something rain. Not acid rain, I forget. That into tag, when he jumps over you, and then tag comes from the same side. I'm just never sure what the hell's going on. Airplay. Was that a punish? Probably could have blocked. That was not good, but can Sigma punish? No. Most characters can't, I think. It's a weird starter, but I don't know if Ryu has a good starter. I don't think he does. Nah. The move where... What do you mean? The move where Dante comes down from the sky shooting guns straight down. That into tag. Is that what you're talking about? Or something I said more recently? When Dante jumps over your head, but then the tag character comes in from the same side. And the tag character pushes you into the gunshots. I think the gunshots are not an overhead. It'd be really weird if they were. But it's still stressful. Morgan. Sig Morgan. Cold shower, that sounds right. Sigma combos are pretty cool. They're real short and each hit feels so strong. I'm getting pretty sleepy. Should probably take a break from this video and streaming. Take a nap. 7 a.m. nap. Alright, I might play today. I might be making that video though. And I work tomorrow. Yeah, I'll go after this one. Why is Sigma Morgan such a weirdly popular team? This is like the third time I've seen that one, or like the fourth. People who don't let hard kick hit twice. I don't know if it's free damage. It might cause some hit stun scaling, which the player doesn't want. I just feel like these two characters are not super popular by themselves, and yet the pair of them, and they have nothing to do with each other. Is there like a pro repping that team? That people X copy? Maybe one more. It was Rainstorm, damn it. I thought it was Rain something or other. Cold Shower might be one of the nice moves. Fuck Dante and his move names. Palmbreaker loops are so cool. Popular. Alright, that was fast. Go to sleep.